friends, Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. For today's video, I'm going to be checking in with my June budget. We're going to be checking in for week 4. I've already filled out my transaction log, my expense tracker for the week. I'm going to use the information on this worksheet, and I did film this, and it was a previous video if you missed it. But I'm going to use this information to help me fill in my hybrid budget, my overall monthly budget. We're going to be checking in for week 4, which is right here. But before we do that, I want to take a glance at my monthly section here because there's something that I forgot to fill in last week. My Sleep Number credit card, the minimum payment on that did get paid last week. I just neglected to write it down, which I guess is better than writing it down but neglecting to pay it. So that got taken care of, and we have actually decided not to go to Sam's Club this month at all. We made that decision based on how our variable spending has gone throughout the month. We've kind of overspent in some categories, and we have week after week found that we haven't had time to go to Sam's Club anyway. So I just made the executive decision to skip Sam's Club. We will use this $300 to help offset some of this overspending, and we will just put Sam's Club on the budget again for next month. So that, I think, is everything I can fill in so far here. All of our monthly bills have been paid. All of our one-time expenses have been taken care of now. All that's left on here is variable spending, I believe. Oh, we also did put $400 to sinking funds, so that can be written in as well. Everything else here, we have to wait till the end of the month to see how we did. We still have another full week left of the month, so we will fill all of this in the end of next week. For now, we're going to go ahead and flip to this week 4 section. If you've never seen my 2-page hybrid budget, by the way, this is a budgeting system of my own creation that allows me to track things both monthly and by week. All of my variable spending gets written down as a monthly budget, and then I track week to week the spending to get a feel for how we're doing overall. Like groceries, I go once a week. So I check in once a week to see what we've spent, what we have remaining. That helps me to stay on track with my grocery budget. And then at the end of the month, I use the numbers from the weekly check-in to help me fill in this monthly section. There's also a section here for sinking funds, debt payments, and savings. So really, it's an all-encompassing thing. You can take this 2-page worksheet and fill in all the aspects of your budget and look at it at a glance, rather than using like multiple different pages for everything. It's a great way to keep up with everything. And I do have my hybrid budget available. You can purchase it as part of a bundle on Etsy, or you can join my channel membership to get access to this. So if you're interested in using the hybrid budget for yourself, you can do that. All right, let's go ahead and start tracking for week 4. So I always like to put the dates in. Week 4 was June 18th through the 24th. My check-ins week to week go from Tuesday to Monday because my husband and I are paid on Tuesdays. I'm going to zoom in here and we'll get started. All right, so the categories that we track for our variable spending are grocery, eating out. I apologize for the noise you hear in the background. My family just came home, which I was not expecting. Spending. Sam's Club, which we're not going to bother to put in here because we're not going to Sam's Club this month. And auto pay. All right, so what I do then is I just take the totals that I've already figured out from my expense tracking and I fill them in. So for groceries, which is the first thing on the list here, in pink you can see all of the various grocery transactions we made throughout the week for a total of $220.59. For eating out, that is in this yellow or this blue color. We had one transaction total for a total of $71.69. For spending, we spent $12.84 this week. And for auto pay, we spent $51.95. So that is everything we spent. Now I just need to see what's remaining. We still have one full week of the month left, so I need to see what we have to work with for this last week. Oh, and for a total, we spent a total of $357.07 this week. So in order to figure out what we have remaining, I need to look back at last week. So let me go ahead and actually do some finagling here. I'm going to pull this worksheet out so that I can get both of these in frame here. Yeah, I think that'll work. So the start of the month here, you can see for groceries, I started out with $1,200 for our monthly budget. At the end of last week, we had $519.82 remaining in our budget. So I'll take that $519.82, subtract what we spent this week, which was $220.59, and we still have $299.23 remaining in our grocery budget overall. So we should be totally fine. That should be no problem whatsoever to stick to that budget for week 5. That's good. We always like to see that we have more money than we need. Especially at the end of the month, I tend to spend more freely at the beginning of the month and then have to like tighten the purse strings a little at the end of the month to make things work. But this month we got plenty of money left, which is good news. All right, our eating out budget overall for the month of June, you can see here, was $400. The end of last week, we only had $78.08 remaining. We've been doing quite a bit of eating out. And this week we spent $71.69. Oops, I just cleared that by mistake. So $78.08 minus $71.69. We've got $6.39 remaining. So we either need to not eat out at all in week 5, or we need to just be okay with going a little bit over budget for eating out. It's good to know. That's why I like to check in week to week, just to find out, you know, how we're doing overall, and that will help me decide how I'm going to move forward with week 5. So there we go. For spending, our overall budget for spending for the month was $500. Sorry, I keep going back and forth, but I think that's better than zooming in and out and out. So the end of last week, we had $98.65 remaining. So I'll plug that in and subtract the $12.84 we spent this week, which was $85.81. And then for auto pay, our start of the month balance was $300, or our budgeted amount was $300. At the end of last week, we had $85.58 remaining. And we spent $51.95 to give us $33.63 remaining. So it'll be interesting to see how the auto pay works out. With the way the dates fell for my June budget, the last couple of days of May and the first day of July got lumped in here, and we have the most of these auto pay transactions in the very first week of the month and the very last week of the month. So it'll be interesting to see if we can come in under budget there or not. We do have a buffer in our budget of $200. Plus we made that decision not to go to Sam's Club, so we have that $300 as well. So I think we will be okay. I'm not too worried about us coming in over budget or under budget overall. I think we will be just fine. We'll probably be over budget in a category or two here, but our overall monthly budget should come out just fine. So I'm gonna get a total really quick for what we have remaining. $299.23 plus $639 plus $85.81 plus $33.63 for a total of $425.06 remaining. Plus we have the $300 from Sam's Club, which I just went ahead and left off here, but that would have been included here as well. So we've got plenty of money to get us through the end of the month. We should come in under budget overall unless something catastrophic happens. So that is it for my budget check-in. Really, really short and sweet this week. My apologies for the interruption in the middle with my family coming home, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up and go hang out with them. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, will you please give it a thumbs up? That really helps out my channel. My views have been down a little bit as of late, and if you interact with my video by giving it a like or leaving a comment, it just lets YouTube know that this is the kind of video that you like, and YouTube will therefore push it out to more people. So that would really help me out. Other ways you can help me out: subscribe so that you never miss an upload. You can also click the notification bell to be notified every time I upload. You can check out my YouTube channel membership, where for a small monthly fee you can get extra perks. All of that information will be listed down below. Some of the perks do include these fun budget worksheets, or if you're not interested in joining my membership but you like the worksheets, you can get these on Etsy, which I will also have linked down below. That's it, you guys. I hope you have a really great weekend, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!